drink water. Unless you live in Flint, Michigan, you might want to try gasoline. So, when my community recommended Miss Nagatoro, I was like, okay, I am ready for another rom-com. I watch My Dress Up Darling. I watch Love is War. I watch Buddy Girl Senpai. And I'm ready for some more sweet, wholesome love and attraction. With that thought in mind, I started watching Miss Nagatoro. And guys, I was appalled by this filth. And I was like, nope. This is awful. In the first episode, I was like, why, guys? Why? Why would you degrade yourself to this Commissioner Gordon level of filth? Wouldn't you wish you had a friend like me to plunge your hand into the filth? Well, you do, because I plunged my hand into this filth and I was like, God dang it, this is actually great.
Oh yeah, that happened. By episode 7, I was like, no. This show is actually heat. By season 2, are we setting up the greatest rom-com anime of all time?
Let's discuss. Now that the second attack is here, we need to spread the message about why Miss Nagatoro is so great without spoiling it. All right, fine. There will be minimal spoilers in the video, but that's just to get attention of the people who haven't tasted this delicacy, who haven't finished it. Sometimes you gotta refine your taste. I didn't eat medium or rare steaks until I was but a man. You know, you gotta get an acquired taste to it. So we gotta get these people. So we're gonna start off with what I like about Miss Nagatoro and why I became an avid fan. So first of all, we get all the cringe. The male protagonist, Senpai, he's a loner with no friends. Wow. The female protagonist, Nagatoro, she's one of the cool kids. You know, the usual setup. This girl is harassing and bullying our main character, Senpai. For now, she takes her tricks a bit too far, making Senpai rather angry, annoyed. But he's too weak and feeble to speak for himself. Honestly, even I found her annoying, and I was itching to drop it. I was talking to you on my Patreon. I was like, don't make me push this button. But I decided to stick around. And voila! My decision was correct. There is so much more to her character other than being an annoying, cool girl with a tan. Nagatoro showcases huge signs of insecurity going on right within her. If you watch closely, the teasing and acting out around now are because he provides Nagatoro with some form of safe space. Not space like the United States of space, just space, safe space. It's never safe with us, but never mind. Anyways, she seems pretty uninterested or unentertained around other boys. It never seemed like she was having a blast or even having a good time around other boys. But even though she starts to be mean to Senpai, calling him disgusting, that's actually kind of hot. Now that I'm over the show, I think that's actually hot. I wanted to call it disgusting. I want my girl to spit on me. It's like she has no other way of communicating other than being mean. Weird. I know it's weird, but we're dealing with the how do I say this? We're dealing with women. We're dealing with women. Anyways, how Senpai is not used to girls. He doesn't have much interaction with them. Rather, he doesn't have much interaction with anybody as far as I can see. And if you remember the first episode, what do you see? You see his point of view. He's been looking down, avoiding eye contact for so long that even the faces around him look blurry. Who are you? It's like me if I pluck out my contacts. Or like Itachi walking around with his Sharon gun. Can't see. Rather be Itachi than be this kid. But anyways, he had a sad childhood where he got bullied just for being weak. And it made him want to draw and stick to that nerdy stuff. Miss Nagatoro, though, she clearly understands him. So this is really pushing Senpai out of his shell. The evolution isn't realized until Nagatoro's girls enter the scene. Now let me make it very clear to you guys, and I mean very clear, that I hated every single one of these girls with a passion. By now, I was over Nagatoro, but these other two, I hated them. They're mean, and there's that little one to the side, and all she does is go, yeah, you see, yeah, get him. Hate that stuff. It was annoying. But you want to know something? They are the driving force for the pivot. And I'm talking about the kind of pivot that wins you championships that you don't have to jump from one team to the next.
So anyways, what? Don't judge me. This has absolutely nothing to do with the beach episode of episode 7. Has nothing to do with the feats of Nagatoro all up in the homie's back and burying her toes into his crevice. I'm not even in the feet.
With 0 points to do with the beaches and the foot service, I was like, I have an awakening. You know what? Damn it. This dude is winning. Senpai is not only getting covered with sun cream all over his body, toes, reaching their way down his ears, slipping them way into his mouth. He was also getting covered with wins, W's. Senpai is swimming in W's. Michael Phelps in his prime. I know it sounds superficial, but hear me out, guys. Hear me out. How many of us went to the beach at that age by ourselves with no homies? 0 homies. Look around. No homies. With 3 nice girls. Let me answer for you guys. None of us. By nice, I mean superficially. Now that they're superficially nice, they gotta be internally nice, and we gotta get there. So what happened was, I realized that wait a god dang second. Even though these girls are, sort of mean, he's winning. And wait a minute. Outlet. Talk to him. Wait a minute. Are these girls actually mean? No. They have a rough exterior, and by exterior I mean interior, a bit of hardcore sarcasm, but these girls are not cruel. That's what it is. They're not stuffing things in his lunchbox. They're not giving him unwanted wedgies. Actually, I think he did have a wedgie episode, but a girl's giving a wedgie is better than dude giving a wedgie. Anyways, they're truly just difficult, cool, popular girls. And if I remember, the popular girls were a little bit hard to deal with sometimes. So anyways, if you open your mind and watch these characters closely, trying to understand the motives behind their actions, you'll see it's a pretty wholesome show. And each character has more layers to them than a Big Mom wedding cake, right? Nagatoro, she cares about Senpai. She wants to see him grow. Furthermore, she encourages him. She encourages him every day. You keep on pushing with that race. Oh, I see you're working on this. Maybe I can help you. Looks like you need a model. Hey, I got something for you. She literally carries this dude or pushes him over the edge mentally and physically, right? But it's all towards progress. It's all for a moment of growth. A lot of it's not intentional, but you can see the look in her eyes when she sees he's going through something that she didn't cause, and she wants to be there for him. She wants to succeed. She wants to see him getting over that hard time. She does help him rise to the occasion. Again, only she can give him a hard time. If it's anybody else, she is on it, and that's where Gamo comes through. She notices there are times when Nagatoro and Senpai, they just can't execute well. And she gets in there. There's a bit of a communication. They want to hang out. She gets in there to drive that communication. And a lot of it is because she knows Nagatoro is competitive. So all she has to do is put herself in a position, and boom, Nagatoro's gonna act. She's gonna close the deal. Senpai doesn't need that. All she needs to do is talk to him straight up. Hey, you gonna miss out on that chance? You're acting like a little scaredy cat, aren't you? You know what? He'll think about it. So I realized that these background girls who are mean, they basically act as a catalyst to get Nagatoro and Senpai closer. There's a girl next to Nagatoro. I always forget her name. I know her name now is Yoshi. I don't got much to say about her, but she got hype. And everybody needs a hype man in their corner. She brings it every time. Yeah. She's fun, man. She's fun. And it reminds me a lot how real relationships are brought about in our school age. Most of my close friends, I bullied them or they bullied me. That's actually a kind of normal high school progression. It doesn't match all of us, but I got bullies for my guy friends. That sucks. This dude has bullies, they're not his girlfriends. Now that is a win. Again, they're mean, really, but they're not cruel. And like I said, I really thought about it. My friends, and I don't know what your age group is, guys, but my friends, I either terrorized them and we just stuck together, so now we're friends, or they terrorized me and we stuck together and now we're friends as men, right? And again, I would swap any of these dudes out for some girls. But I guess the pride in me just watching this wimpy kid get pushed around, it's like, dude, stick up for yourself. But it turns out to be a pretty wholesome series, guys. So I encourage those who have not watched Miss Nagatoro to watch it. And I encourage those who do watch Nagatoro and made it to the end of this video, hit the like button, drop a comment, share the video, because the more traction this video gets, the more money, the more traction this gets, the more people gain awareness of this great show. To drive the greatness of the show, I am not here for the profit. No, I'm really joking, because it actually would be way easier to drive views if I did like One Piece or something like that. It really would. I'm being honest with you guys. It really would. But I prefer to talk about shows that have a little bit more nuance, has a little bit more feeling, and you can really just study the characters' motives without everything being spelled out to you. It's not about theory or crafting based on facts, and you didn't remember something from 150 episodes ago. Nagatoro is a very just refreshing, chill experience. I'm happy to watch it. So like I said, man, there are easier things than big money grabs, but what am I passionate about? I'm passionate about Miss Nagatoro. The show. Because if I'm passionate about anyone in the show, it's Gamo. She got a... I actually don't want to spoil that for you, so it's gone. I like Gamo because of episode 2, season 2, episode 7. I was like, word? That girl is reasonable. That's my favorite in the show. And like I said, I hated her. I hated her with a passion. And I choose her, if you're a Nagatoro watching, I would choose her over Prez as a cool character. Like, yeah, people, Prez got the thing going on. People are like, oh, but the thing going on. Man, don't worry about the thing going on. Gamo is reasonable. Yo, she's about that money. She's about helping her friend succeed with her man. She's confident. She got her own life together. She has a walking hype girl with her. Gamo's where it's at, man. Anyways, man, I want to hear about your thoughts on this video. Much love. It was on my first, I don't do scripted videos very often. I'm normally ranted, so I actually kind of stayed on script, added my little jokes. So I definitely appreciate the feedback from you guys. So until next time, Rock D Lee. I'm active on Twitter. I'm active on Insta. I want to see you guys there. Out. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, please go ahead and do so. The link is in the description of this video, and I actually tweet back. Much love, Rock D Lee.